Oi, oi, Savaloy. Just like that, I was back. Was I not? Reverse grid race coming up to you now. We have the reverse grid from race 1. We have changed our liveries. We are back in the sponsored liveries after that race for P1 bagging, as you do, showing all the respect we can from what we have available to us. I do believe this was a track he enjoyed as well, so great tribute, was it not? You love it. But anyway, Chalk, after murdering his family in race 1, made contact with a few barriers, I dare say. I'll be racing alone in this one. He will start on pole position for the reverse grid race. Ricky J in the Scoob will start in second place. Dazzler will start in third. DK10 will start in fourth. HBC Peterlina had a good race. These two had a good race. I think these two are evenly matched this season. Great ding dong, as it not. The two protagonists will start at the back. Out of them will be Duskiver starting in 6th. And at TRG Aldo, the Iceman himself, the Flying Scotsman, will start in 7th place. But we want to be up here. We will start with the Bobby Dazzler. Let's get it underway. Giving Chalk a little bit of a flash, as you do. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The revs are up, the lights are coming on. We're away, we are green. Chalk kicking up a little bit of smoke, no traction control. Dazzler getting a fantastic launch, going down the inside already. Peterlina's already up to 2nd place. He's on the grass, no control of that car, broke on the grass, pushed them all out wide. Dazzler is going to lead the way. Dazzler up into 1st place. He's got a convoy behind him as well. DK10 shuffled down to 7th. Oh, contact there. Contact there. Peterlina showing his worth. Let's get out of that. Let's get them views back. There we go. Little bit of fracas, as you do. But everybody fighting for position. Everybody wants as many points as they can. And the two championship protagonists, 6th and 7th. 3rd and 4th right now, chasing down HBC Peterlina, because Dazzler leads the way. That's the biggest gap he's got so far. This league is brought to you by DMK-GR3 Final Designs, our sponsor for the remainder. Fantastic to have them on board, and really appreciating just seeing DK10 and Duskiver having a word with each other there. Chalk something down as well. DK10, 3 wide through here. I haven't seen that before. Just break out of that one. Chalk doing a bit of wall riding, clipping that barrier too. DK10, front aero, front left damage, will not do him any favours. You have to use a slip of Ricky J as Chalk, side by side with Duskiver. Duskiver taking all the curb and some. With a bump drafting, as you do. Chalk utilising the pace of that GT40 to pull him along in these opening laps. Everybody knows how important it is to get these positions sealed. I think we've got 4 races left, or 4 weeks left, 8 races, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 8 races to go. 8 races to go, 4 weeks, 8 races. Still all to play for. Can't wait to see the tables this week. I want to see where. Oh, it's Duskiver again, clamping at the curb there. Aldo got that move done on HBC PT. Now just go back and have a look how he did that one. He's done it already. Where are we? Coming up the last corner there. Just going to tuck right under the rear wing. The Aston versus the Yank. Brit versus America. There we go. Round the outside, clean as you like. Got that move done. That's fantastic. Little bit of driving there from the Aldo. He knows how important these points are in his championship. He had 2 fantastic title battles as Aldo. You just see Chalk there going side by side with Duskiver. DK10's not pitting. Have a look there. Ricky J having a look up the inside, clean as you like. Will not have a fantastic exit though. Like damage on his car. Yep, still racing with the damage. Too early to pit on them mediums would be a waste. I was driving at 10 to 12, that's what it felt like. But just hand in my wheel and vibrations were that strong. If I had fillings, they would be out. And that were an LP, we're camping on the curb. Yeah, on the grass again. Oh dear me. Ricky J taking evasive action there. He's going to have the run and the speed. Yep, we're just going to tuck back in as you do. Chalk and Dusk Iver still at it up front. Oh, nearly a little bit of a rough tap moment there. Dusk Iver's going to take a defensive line in, but I think Chalk will have the faster line. So we'll be able to tuck right under the rear wing of that GT40 as it plants the power. But he's not, he wants to take it on. He wants to lead the way, does the Chalk. That GT40 will come into its own right about now. Got all the speed in the world. Did tell me that car is very tail happy. There's the Skylar on the braking, so he's done well this season to get where he has in this car. It's meant to be a quite difficult car to drive. Obviously at the start of this season we said you can't run what car you ran last season, you can't run the one that you run the season before either, so you know, we threw the catalogue out there and pick what you want, pick what you like. And these are what were weapons of choice, as we have missed a bit of a fracas here. But I want to go back and have a look, see what happened here. Because Aldo's first, Aldo was second. I just want to see how they caught Dazzler. So he's chased down Dazzler on the bridge, got it done, steady as you like, a little bit twitchy on the exit of the bridge. Peter Lena's not too far behind either, so Dazzler trying to go defensive. Aldo's got that move done. Dazzler's still side by side with him at the moment into the exit. Oh, a little bit lazy on the cut off there. Just cut Peter Lena's nose off with Dazzler. Bit of wall riding, a bit of wall clipping as well from the Dazzler. Rear tyre's taking a bit of an hammering on the Concept Mazda, but it'll do well to stay with Dazzler for the moment, would it? Peter Lena's catching as well. Something just a wake of the slipstream there on that Corvette. Aldo's going defensive. Peter Lena throwing it up the inside. Oh, a little bit of a lean on there. No harm, no foul. A little bit of a torch, but without having another look at that, there's no bother. Peter Lena, these three having a right good scrap, and I'm surprised with Dazzler's pace, to be honest, because he's hanging on, he's not exactly being dropped off. Aldo's still having a look at Peter Lena as well, see if he gets a run out of the corner. Dazzler seems to have got a fantastic run out of the corner there. Chalk still leading away from Dusk Iver. Gotta say, I am very impressed with Dazzler's racing right now. Probably the best signing car, I must say that nearly every week. Aldo's on the outside of Peter Lena here, running into turn 3. I'm going to throw it up the inside. Peter Lena's got no answer for that. Dazzler got that exit perfect. Peter Lena's coming back again as we head down the hill. And sweeping right-handed and what's going to be described as a mad kink left. And down gear on your way through to the bridge. Keeping it in third place is Aldo. Third gear even. Chalk making ground on Dazzler now. These lads are coming to a groove of their own. There's the Skylar still in 5th place. It's not where he'll want to be right now. You see Chalk clipping the wall. You can have a look at Dazzler. Chalk needs these points for the title to stay close to Dusk Iver, as in it's more or less a 3-way fight, but for 2nd place. But yeah, is too far off Aldo for a championship, I do believe, unless Aldo don't turn up for a couple of weeks or misses a few or gets disconnected. But Chalk getting that move done on Dazzler, clean as you like. He's up to 3rd place and be off on up the road now, I assume. Certainly having a better race 2 than race 1. 7/10 faster through this section even. Dazzler down to 4th. Describer 5th. Mickey J's in 6th. DK10's having a bit of a mate. He's in 7th place. Threw it all the way out there, did he not? Peter Lean has gone for the early stop. He's gone for the undercut. Strategy early on, 6 in. Still got 13 minutes to go. Even DK10's in as well, but he was carrying damage. The mediums are pretty alright so far. No fuel for Peter Lee. Well, there we go, he's fueled up. He's going for the racing mediums. DK10's in the pits, he's going on a full tank as well. We're away. That's full on the racing softs. So there you go then. Down the back, will the undercut work? We will never know. 209 currently for TRG Aldo, leading the way now in 1st place. Be fantastic to pull off 2 wins. Chalk still in 2nd, is on a racing softs, 1/4 of a tank of fuel. Dazzler, racing softs is fuel weight isn't that bad in that concept, is it, to be fair? Not bad at all. Prescriber's got a little bit more fuel, but he's on a racing medium, so that means Prescriber must use a racing supers and a racing softs last race. Explains the sub 2 seconds a lap slower than the cars in front. Yeah, it was a last lap stick qualifying lap from Prescriber to take pole in race 1. So next season, already been in talks about next season, the format and the rules. So yeah, looking forward to next season as well. There's going to be normal qualifying that we do. Normally do 10-minute qualifying for the first race and then obviously a reverse grid race. But that is out the window next season. We're not running that format or this format that we run this season. We're still going to bring in the 2 races. So yeah, we can't wait. We've just got to structure the tyre way and the fuel around it. Because obviously keep it real, Dazzler pits now. That moves Describer up to 3rd, gaining points. He needs to get that 2nd spot though if he wants to keep the hunt on now though. So yeah, next season we will do 10-minute qualifying, track depending. So like Spa will go up to 15, big circuits like that. So yeah, you will qualify for a sprint race. Will be your 10-minute qualifying. You'll qualify for the sprint race, and then the sprint race results will determine where you start for the 40-minute race. So yeah, we're going to race 40 minutes non-stop. Points will be determined for the top 8 in the sprint race. No major points, but yeah, points will be awarded for the sprint race like in Formula 1. So yeah, then the new time we're going to be running as well will be 8 PM when the lobby opens. Everything will kick off as soon as everybody's in. So I will say 8:30, but as soon as everybody's in and they're happy, we can get going anytime soon. But yeah, looking forward to the new season. Can't wait to get it on to GT7 to be honest, but with the issues they're having at the moment, we're going to go again on GT Sport. So can't wait for that. I've stayed with them for a bit. Aldo, not quite got the gas. Going to doing 2:10s on the racing softs, not pitted yet. Chalk is will be pitting this lap. He's got no fuel to continue. This guy we can afford to probably do another lap. Ricky J's up to 4th. Had a quiet race, but making ace. This is not. He's currently sitting in 4th place. He's going to fuel pit as well. Peter Lean is sitting in 5th. He's pitted. He's on a racing mediums. Dazzler's pitted on a racing supers. So we want to make use of the pace of that car and then racing supers, and he's not too far behind Peter Lean either. DK10 setting a purple sector there. He's on the racing softs. We'll see how he gets on. got a recovery drive to do. So we will see. Aldo is in the pits now. Where's the chalk? The chalk is in the pits. Discover them. Well, let me pick. Won't let me pick it because I'll turn the once. But yeah, he will lead the way then. He's on a racing mediums. If he needs this lap to pull out a time, he needs a good sub 28 second gap. I mean, he's not going to get it now, but there's a sub. Ooh, Ricky J's into third, so well, we've got 24 seconds. Ooh, it's going to be close. This pit stop will be close as Ricky J's in the pits. DK10 moves up to 6th. Chalk down in 5th place. So everybody else getting a jump on the chalk. Even the Dazzler got a jump on the chalk in the pits. So DK10's not too far behind the chalk either. So slow pit stop from there. So we must be building the Minardi pit crew. Not quite McLaren or Red Bull-esque, but yeah, went in 2nd, came out in 5th. Dazzler and Peter Lena having a good scrap. Gotta say, impressed with his drive. Very impressive with this drive so far. There's the Skyver. There's Aldo. Not too far. I'm hoping that we get a good tight exit on the pits because he's got to come in this lap. He can't do another one. Although I reckon he could stay on his mediums just a little bit longer, fuel depending, but not got the fuel. It's coming up to the pits now. Down at 23.2. I'm not sure that's enough time to get in and out of the pits. I mean, the GT crew have probably got a better pit crew than mine. Seems to be a bit quicker. The pit crew beat me out the pits last time out in race 1. So we shall see. Aldo's just coming through the final sector now. Just Skyver entering the pits. He's in now. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's going to be close. Dazzler's not far behind either. Neither is Peter Lena, to be fair. It's a pretty close group. It all depends. The tyres are on. Now it's up for the fuel guy. Where's Aldo? He's coming around the last corner. Just seen him clip the curb there. Clip the wall even. Aldo's taking the lead. Where's the Skyver? Still in the pits. Dropping down the order like the chart topper. Is that 5th? No, that's 2nd place. That is 2nd, but they're all here. Dazzler's there as well. His tyres are warm and they are heated. The Skyvers will be cold. Only come out of the tyre blankets a few seconds ago, but he's going to have to go defensive against the Dazzler, who's in a groove of his own. Peter Lena there as well. His racing mediums are warm and up to track temperature, so let's hope the Skyver can keep that 2nd place. He knows he needs the points. Chalk as well, if he wants to keep that gap tight to the Skyver in the table, he needs to get a dispatch of Peter Lena and Dazzler, to be honest. DK10, yeah, that won't do you any favours at all. Any favours at all. Poor man's BMW getting an absolute hammer in there. Front aero, front left. Yep. Damn. Ricky J racing super as fresh as a daisy. He will no doubt catch DK10. Ooh, not if he does that though. Not if he keeps doing that. For company while he's getting the tyres up to temperature. That's just getting a bit of slip off the GT40 there. As you see, Chalk's caught Peter Lena as well. He's going to throw it up the inside. Does like that move, does the Chalk. Got that move done as well, but Peter Lena's coming back around the outside. Chalk will stay on the inside. We're going to try and single file it in. Let's not get no GT physics causing an incident here. Chalk got it done then. Got a good run out of there as well. Pulled that gap. He did like that section, didn't he? The Chalk. He's just got the Dazzler to contend with now. Just either pulling that gap on Dazzler. 5 left to go. It's all out Wolf here in St. Croix. What could have been? Imagine if it was seasonal rather than a new boy. I'm certainly showing some signs of pace. You know, we thought it was a weird choice car. I mean, we don't ban concepts or anything like that. You know, Group 3, run what you like. Bop is on. It's all down to driver and car at the end of the day. It's just strategy and tyre wear and fuel wear that we've got to try and manage and maintain. Chalk getting a good run out there. Currently sitting on 209. Dazzler's in the 210s, 211s. So, it's, wow, 8 tenths up this lap. 8 tenths personal best. There's Peter Lena not too far. DK10 and Ricky J having words with each other. That front end damage will cause him some issues. Not give it up though, DK. Oh, getting it a little bit conky boo. Conky boo, what kind of word's that? Conky boo, what the fuck? Anyway, the Iceman, the Flying Scotsman is leading the way. You just see Dust 5 there in the background. 209.1 for Aldo. 210s, but he is on the racing supers, so it'll be open. He can utilise them now. They're up to speed, up to track temperature. There you go, 7 tenths purple. That's the fastest sector tonight. Wow. That's been an absolute privilege setting up this league, setting up this racing. I mean, I keep saying the numbers are pretty low, but I don't mind if there's 7, 8 of us. It's when it gets down to like 4 and 5 of us, then it gets a bit tedious, gets a bit disheartening sometimes. But when the racing's this good, yeah, I don't mind at all. DK10 is in the pit, so what's he done? Oh, it's front end and front left damage, tyres and fuel as well. He did pit very early on, and that Lexus is pretty thirsty on fuel. You can see the wall wounds on that Lexus here where he hit that barrier on the bridge. Wouldn't have done him any favours. Pit crew not impressed either, look, just staring him down. There you go. I'm going to start nicknaming him Mazda Spin. Aldo leading the way, and I do believe that gap is coming down. The Skyver's on a charge. I reckon we're going to get one more lap. What's the gap? 1.4. That gap is down to 1.4. The Skyver needs this. He knows he needs this race win if he's to get any chance this season. A 2:08.2. It's a fantastic lap. Chalk's into third. He has done the Dazzler. He knows he needs the points as well if he wants to stay in the top 3. Ahead of DK10, anyway, he's pulling a whole host of points over DK10. The host has not got the most. The only thing he's got, oh, there you go again, look. What did he do? What did he do? Got it done, down into second place. Pulled his foot and then just did exactly the same thing again. And there you, oh, good gosh. It's Pit Crew on the radio now, giving him all the names under the sun. That is not fantastic. Good job. It is the final lap for DK10. Is it going to be the final lap when 19:44.45? We will see. Aldo's got damage. What has happened to Aldo? Where's he got it from? He's already got it. Still got damage. He'll be on the bridge. No. Before the bridge. Anyway, he's got damage. Front aero, front left. And just Skyver can smell the injured rabbit. Here comes the fox. The wounded is in front. The fox is on the hunt. Can he get it done? Can he catch the Aston? Chalk still fending off Dazzler, having a fantastic races, the Dazzler. Certainly grew into his own, but I just want to stay with this. I do believe this is going to be the last lap for these guys tonight. It's been a fantastic race, but they're wounded. Let's hope he don't bleed out by the time to Skyvet before he gets to the finish line. Let's have a look with this Skyvet. He knows he's there. He's just there. 1944, 45, deja vu on the clock. 10 seconds before the lights out. I reckon this is going to be it. I don't think he's going to get it done. I think Aldo's done enough. Oh, it's Duskaiver clamps the wall on the way through. This is the final lap. Aldo will take victory in race 2 as well. Duskaiver would have been wishing for another lap. He finishes second. Style points went awry. Chalk will come home in third. Dazzler will come home in fourth. Peter Lena fifth. Ricky J will come home in sixth place. Wow, one more lap for Duskaiver. One more lap would have done that. Ricky J comes home in sixth. DK10 limping home in ninth. A long way to go. Wow. Maybe next week, DK. Maybe next week. I'm not sure where we are next week. Let me just get over to the page. Let's have a look where we are next week, so everybody knows where we are next week. Because we all want to know. I want to know. Let's get on the events page. Where are we? There we go. Dear me, what a race. Where we've just done Senquar. Boys and girls, next week we head to Laguna Seca. Wow. Is the GT40 going to be any good around Laguna? I don't know if that's going to be any good around Laguna. The GT40 down the corkscrew. Tasty. It's going to be tasty. It's going to be tasty, to say the least. It's not a quick circuit. It's a flowing circuit. You've got to get in your groove, stay in your groove. Any mistakes in the desert at the circuit of the Americas, you know, it's just going to ruin your race. The corkscrew, the GT40, I can't wait to see that, see if it goes airborne. You know, it's going to be tight nonetheless. Car-wise, who do I think could take it car-wise? I think the Chalk's in with a shot with a Beetle, if I'm honest. I'm fancying a Beetle myself. Saying that, Ricky J in the Scoob could be another good shot. But the form that Aldo's in at the moment, who knows? You know, the Aston Martin could be there as well, but Laguna Seca is a small circuit, small tight circuit. So I'm gonna put my hand on my head and I'm gonna go for the Chalk. Got to go for the Chalk next week. So no pressure on the Chalk. DMK Chalky 12. I reckon the Chalk can take Laguna. I do believe. But can he take it to Aldo? I mean, if my maths are right about now, what's he took? 2 wins, 25 points. And I reckon it could be a good 50-point lead over Duskaiver. 4 races left to go, shall we say? What we've got left to go? 1, 2, 3, 4 races left. Yeah, Laguna, Tokyo, East Outer Loop, Dragon Trail, Seaside. You see Dragon Trail with the GT40 like the curves there. I know my car don't like curves, probably don't like me, to be fair. And then to see the season out this season, we are finishing at Lego Maggiore. So we may never know. But anyway, that was your Group 3s from Thursday night. Hope you enjoyed that. I have been your host, DK10. I am going to make a tea. I'll be back in 3 and we're heading to Nords for the Pro-Ams. So looking forward to this. I am looking very forward to the Pro-Ams. I've enjoyed watching their races all season and I've definitely enjoyed doing the commentary. So please join me for that one. I will do my best. As always, stay safe. See you soon, boys.